Okay, so today's episode is on perimeter, and in this lesson you're going to learn how to calculate the perimeter. So for this lesson, the keyword is perimeter, which means the area around the object. So I gave you kind of an example. One really good way to think about perimeter is to think of a fence that would go around the yard, okay? So we want to know how much fence we're going to need to go around that shape. So your perimeter is going to be the outside lines of a shape added up, okay? So it could be a rectangle, you can do a perimeter of a triangle, it could be a perimeter of a square. So we're going to work on going through how to solve perimeter for these following shapes. Okay, so let's start with this shape. So we have a rectangle, and obviously it's not to scale. So we know that one side is 12, the other side is 12, one side is 3, and one side is 3. And we need to figure out how much of a fence or what the perimeter would be of this shape. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to add up the sides. So we're going to add up 12 plus 12, which is 24. And 3 plus 3, which is 6. Add that up, so 24 plus 6, which is going to be 30. And so the perimeter of this square is 30. Okay, sometimes it might have feet or inches. If it does, make sure you have a unit. For this one, I did not have a unit. Alright, let's go ahead and do a triangle. So with this one, we're working with 3 sides. So to solve the perimeter of a triangle, you're going to do 6 plus 6, which is 12, plus 5, which gets you to 17, and the perimeter of this shape is 17. Alright, so when you're going to do the Google form, you're going to be working with feet and inches for one of the problems, so I want to make sure we have a good understanding of that. So the perimeter of this triangle, you can see we have one side that is 6 feet, one side that is 6 feet 10 inches, and one side that is 4 feet. What I would do is I would line them up, and I'm going to kind of group them. So I'm going to do 6 feet, then I'm going to do 4 feet and 3 inches, and 6 feet and 10 inches. And I'm going to add up my inches first. So for my inches, I know that 3 plus 10 is going to be 13. And we know that there are 12 inches in 1 foot. So I'm going to convert that. So 13 is going to become 1 foot, 1 inch. And I'm going to take that 1 foot and I'm going to add it to my 6 plus 4 plus 6. So I'm going to add my 1 foot. So that's coming from right there, just in case you didn't know where that was coming from. And then I'm going to add these up. So 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 6 more, 16, plus 1 more, 17. So my answer for this is going to be 17 feet, 1 inch. So 17 feet, 1 inch. Alright, so there may be a problem where they might give you too much information. Okay, so if you get a problem like this where you can tell that they're giving you the perimeter, the measurements for your outside perimeter, but they're also giving you the inside. For this lesson, focus on just the outside perimeter. Okay, make sure that that 5 doesn't get you confused. So for this problem, to find perimeter, we're not even going to use that 5 right now. We're going to look at the 9, the 8, and the 15. So we'll add them up just like we did our previous problems. 15, 12, carry the 1 is 32. So the perimeter for this triangle would be 32. All right. Another example that I want to give you quickly is they might not actually write down the numbers for all of the sides. So I just kind of want to go over to make sure just to kind of remember some background knowledge. So make sure that if you have like a 7 on one side, the side directly across from that is also 7. Okay, and the same for the 12. So if you have a 12 on this side, the side directly across, if it's an equal quadrilateral, is going to be 12. Okay, so it would be, you'd have to add up all 4 of the sides. Don't just add up the 12 and the 7 once, because that won't give you enough for the whole perimeter. That would only give you 1/2 of the shape. Okay, so then you're going to do the 12 plus 12, which will get you to 24, and then the 7 plus 7, which would get you to 14. Adding those up is going to get you to 38. All right, and that one is 38. That completes today's lesson. Go ahead and complete the Google form.